Hey, this is Troy Stavros, and I want to talk a little bit about the apartment complexes that we are seeing come out of the ground all around Knoxville and in Farragut. Farragut alone, we've got them in Turkey Creek, we've got them in the town center near Kroger, and we've got them down at Watt Road and others coming up out of the ground just outside of Farragut as well. So it has been a big point of conversation of late. And I just wanted to show you an article that I came across that says this is not just happening here locally, but it is happening nationwide. Let's take a look at the article. This says in 2024, which is obviously the year we are in now, Happy New Year, the U.S. housing market is poised to witness the largest influx of multifamily housing supply since Richard Nixon was president. The article goes on to say that this wave of supply is resulting from construction starts that began back when rent growth and occupancy rates were at near record highs. Right now, we are seeing rent moderate across the nation, although here in Knoxville, as of last month, we still saw month-over-month increases in Knoxville. So we need to see more affordability. Obviously, more supply coming on the market should help affordability as far as rents go. But what else does it say about so many things coming on the market in the apartment sector? It goes on to say in 2023, the U.S. witnessed a surge in apartment supply reaching the highest levels since 1987. Over 439,000 units completing construction, according to RealPage. This influx has given renters a plethora of options, significantly decelerated rent growth, with outright apartment rent declines in many markets. Again, not here in Knoxville yet, but we have seen that in other parts of the country. But it says the intriguing part is last year was just the warm-up act. It says according to the latest forecast from RealPage, which is a property management software company in the multifamily sector, 671,000, almost 672,000 apartment units are projected to be completed in 2024. Some of those, we are seeing that happen right here in Knoxville and Farragut. This would represent the highest level since 1974, the year of Richard Nixon's resignation. This shows you here where we're going to be in 2024 compared to where we have been since 1968. We haven't seen anywhere close to the level of apartment supply hitting the market since way back in 1970. This goes on to say that the big picture is that a substantial amount of apartment supply is anticipated to come online in 2024, exerting downward pressure on U.S. apartment rents, an effect that may contribute to fulfill the Fed's inflation mandate. However, in theory, don't expect the same level of weakness in the single-family rental market, which means single-family homes that are for rent as opposed to apartments, which continues to benefit from millennials transitioning from their apartment years to single-family home years. So this is saying the benefit of so many apartments coming online are, one, it's putting downward pressure on rents, making rent more affordable, which isn't a bad thing. But it also says another positive effect that it might be having is it's contributing to the Fed's inflation mandate. As rents go down, inflation falls, and how will that ultimately help the bigger housing market as far as home sales go? Well, there is such a big affordability issue right now in Knoxville and all over the country that we need mortgage rates to fall. And if inflation falls, then the Fed will start cutting their rates, thus pushing mortgage rates down and benefiting the housing market as a whole. But on the flip side of that, we know what do all these apartment complexes coming online do to the community. We're going to see, obviously, more traffic. We have got a big traffic issue as it is right now, especially in Farragut. But when those three big apartment complexes come online, what's traffic going to look like? So I'd be interested to hear your comments about what you think, if you see any benefit to the apartments coming online, what as a downside to the apartments coming online, and why you think we're seeing so many come online nationwide. Is there a bigger picture? Is there something happening bigger here that they're setting up that we need so many apartments for? Or is it just because everything else is so expensive, that millennials and a lot of young people, first-time home buyers, just can't afford to buy a home, so they're trying to make a place for them to be able to live. I'd love to hear your comments on that. All right, thanks. Thanks for listening, and we will talk to you soon. This is Troy Stavros.